Hi, this is Kelly Parker. I'm a nurse practitioner in women's health, and we're going to continue this discussion on conceiving and issues and things that might be causing infertility. In the last episode, we talked about a woman's anatomy and the way her uterus and ovaries function and different things that can go wrong with her and how to maybe protect her health of her female organs. But we also discussed that she cannot get pregnant by herself. And so whoever your sperm donor is also has to have good health. There is a perception that if men's testosterone is higher, that they'll make more sperm. And generally speaking, spermatogenesis, or the ability to make sperm, is dependent on testosterone to a point. But the man has to make it himself. So there's a lot of people getting hormone replacement, and men want to be more muscular and leaner and improve their performance in the bedroom and all the things that they're advertising. And so they're giving supplemental testosterone. And if you're not trying to get your partner pregnant, great. If it makes you feel better, Godspeed, off you go. But if you're trying to get pregnant by taking testosterone supplements, you're actually suppressing your sperm production to, I've seen zero. In fact, twice in the last few weeks, I've had couples come in trying to conceive. The man is on testosterone, and we do a sperm count, and he has zero sperm, because that's how birth control pills work for women. Remember, you only make progesterone after you ovulate or if you're pregnant. So when we give you a little progesterone every day, we're fooling your brain into thinking you're already ovulated. Doesn't stimulate your ovary. No egg, no baby, and you don't get pregnant. The same, men, it's the same. If you have a hormone that helps you make sperm and you supplement it, your brain goes, oh, I made enough testosterone, I'm good. Doesn't stimulate your testicles, doesn't make any sperm, no baby. So that's something that I think you need to make sure that you're familiar with your physiology, men, and that you're, as women, that we make sure that when our partners are getting treated, that this isn't something that's standing in the way. Because I've had women I've worked with for months and months, make sure they ovulate. We're doing this hysterosalpingogram, make sure their tubes are open. They're going through all this therapy, and then come to find out their partner's not contributing to the project. There's no sperm. And so I tell women, listen, let's do your evaluation first. Are you physically healthy? Are you ovulating? Are you making enough progesterone to sustain a pregnancy? Are your tubes open, able to get an egg through? And then we got to turn our eyes toward your man. Is he making is he doing what he needs to do? Now, the other thing that could suppress sperm production is heat. The reason God invented the scrotum is that little sperms can't take more than 95 degrees. And all men will notice that when they get cold, the little junk comes up a little closer to their body because they're just trying to save themselves. And when it gets hot, they try to get away from the body to try to cool themselves off. So anything that creates extra heat in a scrotum is going to affect your sperm count. And one of the top things that happens is the hot bath. Now, I'm a bather. I love a hot bath. I'd do it every day if I could. And hot tubs and the whole shebang. But for men, if they get too much heat there, even for 5 minutes, you have decreased your sperm count, and it takes 30 to 45 days for it to replenish itself. So what I do tell when couples come in and say, we're trying to get pregnant, I tell the man, no hot tubs, no hot baths, no hot saunas until you get your woman pregnant, because we're going to have to jump over hoops to get your sperm into a healthy state. And there's lots of things that can go on with sperm. Sperm can have funny looking heads. They could have 2 tails. They could swim in circles like a one-legged duck. I mean, and that's why you make millions of them, because they're fragile little guys and things can go. And so you need millions of them to get enough that are normal shape, morphology, got some speed, got some charisma to get into that egg and do their thing. But if you're doing things that are detrimental to your production of sperm, you're contributing to the infertility. So the other thing I tell women, heat's a factor for them too. We're 98.6 in there, and it's not going to change. So what a lot of women do after intercourse is they take a shower or a bath, and I tell them, you just killed everybody. You just killed them. You can't get up. I know a lot of women like to clean up or shower, but unless you take a cool shower that feels colder than your skin, if you heat your body up to close to 100 plus degrees, you kill them. Now they have no lifespan, because they already have a limited lifespan, because you're already hotter than they used to. So they got to get their butts up the tube and try to find an egg before you kill them off with your hot shower. And they need some time. Some are slow, some are fast, but we need to do everything we can to keep the environment there. And I know like it just makes it sound complicated to get pregnant because you see people that just wash underwear together and get pregnant. But for you or people that are really trying, these are some things that little boxes you can tick. Make sure man's not heating up his stuff. You're not destroying your man's contribution right after sex because you got into a hot shower, a hot bath. 4 or 5 hours is all a woman has to wait. And then she can go do what she normally does. You can certainly go urinate and do what you need to do because you certainly don't need a urinary tract infection for women after intercourse. But make sure those little things are being done. Also, make sure one of the things that inhibits sperm production for men is if their blood pressure is too high, if they have any kind of diabetes, type 2 or type 1, there's certain medications that might do that. So make sure everybody's healthy as you go into this project, because I know it's frustrating to go years and years trying to get pregnant and then find out that there was something there that was actually fixable. So hopefully that's helpful for that section. We'll talk a little bit more about why women's periods may be different, talk a little bit more about polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I know a lot of people are curious about. And we'll do that in later episodes. So hope this was helpful. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon.